break down the new fish cleaning station.
So this is it. This is the real deal fish cleaning table out of composite wood. This is 2x8s that we used on it, and I drilled a hole. This is 6 foot this way, and then I added these wings on there for throwing your knives on and whatever. But there's enough room here to 2 people to work comfortably, and then gonna use this for our fillets. There's a 5-gallon bucket. You can shine that over there. That's on a little deal where you can just slide that out of there when you want, pull that bucket out. And so when you're cleaning your fish and you got your clean fillets, you just shove them in that hole. We'll have ice in that, and ice and water, so those things will be brining. We'll throw a little salt in there too. And we're just going to get a garbage can and put it right in the middle here, and that way the big carcasses we're just going to shuffle in there.
Yeah.
And then I'll bring my pontoon boat over from the other side, have it docked right here, and when we get done, take all the remnants from the fish cleaning and take and put them on the pontoon boat and carry it out to the river. I don't dump any remnants here because I don't want gators coming around my dock and stuff.
I like how you got the holes drilled here for drainage.
Yep.
And it's at a slight pitch too, right?
Yeah, it's at a pitch that way. Let me turn the water on. I haven't even turned the water on since I ran the water line from over there underneath and there. So let me go turn the water on.
All right. I don't know if you guys remember, but we used to have the fish cleaning station. I'll probably include a little clip of that when we used to clean fish over here, and that's been completely removed. This is something we've been talking about doing for, well, really since he moved in. But yeah, we just kind of gutted this here, and finally, thanks to my brother, he had the hookup on some of this composite board. So shout out to him for assisting with that as well. So you just ran the water line just over to this, right?
Yeah, so this is fresh water that comes from the house, and this is the first time I've run it since I glued all this together. It used to come over to here. That spout was over here, where the old table was. So I put a plug in there and ran that line, and it teed it off here, which I still have this one active. And that way we can use the hose to do all that.
That's what I'm talking about.
And hose everything off. So, but you can see it all drains out real nice. So
yeah, it's clutch.
I think this is going to be a real plus to our fish cleaning endeavors if we ever catch any fish.
Well, spec season's here for the most part, so it's happening.
I didn't want to take this down because I got electric and water running there, so I just had extra boards. I just put it on there just because I could.
Yep.
What we typically do is use this cooler right here. If we fish a couple of days, we'll throw the fish in here, and I got an ice machine, so we'll just dump a bunch of ice on them. And after a couple of days, then we'll retrieve the fish out of here and just throw them on the table and clean them.
Yeah.
And do all that. Oh, and then there was
I was gonna say, I haven't seen this yet, so.
This is the bomb.
Yeah, because otherwise you're gonna get blasted by the sun freaking cleaning fish.
Yeah, another hour and that sun's gonna be in the west over there. So my little invention here is a,
let me come around here and get a.
So what this is it's a number 40 chain and sprockets with 3/4 inch shaft and some pillow block bearings I bought off Amazon. I probably got, with the tarp and this whole mechanism, I probably got about 120 bucks in it. I used to put tarps on trucks, dump trucks and stuff like that. So it's the same concept.
Yeah.
So you just do this and lower that baby down. And I used a mesh tarp for this, so we'd still get air in there. So in the afternoon, as you can see, you got some shade.
Yeah.
And you're not sweating real bad, and that sun's not going to be beating on you really super bad. And we'll I'm eventually going to get a couple of fans out here too. But for now, we'll use a big fan, a shop fan I have over there, to whenever we're cleaning, because when it gets hot and you're cleaning fish, it's especially when you got 100 100 fish to clean.
Hey, no joke.
You need to stay cool. So this is a pretty cool little deal
This
here.
is
just
legit.
for keeping the. You know, I've been wanting to do this for a couple of years and just never got around to it. The whole thing, the whole concept. Brent, every time he comes down, wanting me to, when we going to build the table? So.
Well, I mean, it's
finally got off my wallet. But surprisingly, we bought this stuff really cheap, $2 a foot for whatever size board you want. The guy had surplus. So I think I've got right now $160 in all the material that it took to do this. So that's cheap.
And we're just throwing plywood on top of this
Right.
to actually clean the fish.
Right.
We're not cleaning the fish on
Yeah,
the
you don't want to cut the
composite.
fish. You don't want to use a knife on this stuff because it'll mark it up like it did when I slipped with the hole saw. It got a hold of me there and about threw me in the water. If you ever do use a hole saw on this stuff, you want to go super slow and keep it lubricated with water, keep it cooled down. I didn't think enough ahead of time and about wrenched my hand off. So I had to get up on my knees there and do a little praying while I was trying to cut that hole. It took me about 30 minutes to cut that 5-inch hole in there, which is unheard of.
That's wild. That's pretty thick though.
Yeah, and the only problem is it gums up because it melts. The heat melts that plastic. Whereas if it was wood, you'd go right through it. But anyway, that's the only drawback I had. But other than that, I wouldn't trade this stuff for the world. This. In fact, eventually, I've got the deck on here most of the deck on this side was all special treated saltwater issue wood that I bought from a supplier in West Palm, I think it was. All so that stuff will last for years and years. But all this stuff from here over was all Home Depot stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to coat all that eventually with something soon because I don't want to lose this wood. But when time comes that it gets too bad, I'm gonna go to this composite and replace all these boards with the composite stuff. It'll be expensive, but maybe by then I can get my kids to kick in and
well, that's all DJ.
I don't know. You're the one spending money like a trooper lately. But for anybody who's wants some ideas, this is the real deal.
Yeah.
This is a boat crank for the handle off an old boat crank I had. So I'm kind of tight when it comes to spending money on stuff. So
that ain't no joke.
So I just kind of keep around what I got. I don't throw nothing away.
Yeah.
And eventually I'm going to make a little bit better deal for this to lock this handle down, but it's good enough for now.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's all functional, and these are all 10. This is 10 foot wide, 10 foot by 10 foot tarp, 10 foot 1/2 inch EMT. I bought it at Home Depot. That's 3/4 at the top because it's a little more rigid so it doesn't bow.
Yeah.
And just made some brackets at the bottom for the pivots. Real simple. If you look at a truck tarp on a dump truck going down the road, you get the same idea what that's all about. So
yeah, it's sweet.
Yeah, that's pretty much the deal there.
Can't ask for a better freaking fish cleaning station than that.
No, that's I think that's the envy of the park right now.
We talked about getting, what was the kind of board we were talking about getting originally? Your neighbor over there's got
some kind of, it's like a polymer, but it's a higher grade something, and it's real thin. We might get that yet. He's working on getting that for me. Yeah. But like you said earlier, we got Home Depot 1/2 inch plywood. I bought a 2x4 sheet, and we just split that in half, and we just throw half of it on each side to clean the actual fish on, because you don't want to cut it on the board.
Yeah.
And I just keep that in the shed over there so it's dry. Otherwise, it'll get all messed up out here in the weather. So we'll only use it when we're cleaning fish, rinse it off, and then put it away after it dries.
Yep.
But yeah, that's pretty much the deal. Pretty simple.
Yeah. Pretty elaborate. It's freaking bad mofo there.
You only live once, so
true.
Might as well go for the gusto.
That makes all the difference cleaning big numbers.
DJ says, oh, you got to take a skill saw and then just take and stick it down in there and cut a slot so you can drop your knife in there. And I said, why would I do that? I got these little things right here. I just lay the stuff over there and not butcher anything.
Right.
I said, when you build your table, you do what you want. This is what I want. I'm happy with it. Everybody's got ideas.
Well, there's a freaking million different ways of doing it, man. But yeah, no, this is clutch for sure.
Yeah, can't wait to be able to put some fish on there and clean them.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe yet today.
Maybe. Get that gator tail out there. We'll see what happens.
Yep.
Cool. What do you guys think? Is this overkill? Maybe just a little bit? Not enough?
Ain't nothing overkill that we do around here.
Cool. All right. Well, that's it. I just wanted to share the new cleaning station with you guys, and you'll be seeing it in a lot of videos coming up, so get ready. So we got a cooler full of Shellcrackers here to clean. We got about 60 yesterday, and probably 30-ish from the day prior, which was a mix of cichlids, bluegills, and Shellcrackers. But yesterday it was primarily Shellcrackers, handful of bluegill. But anyway, so we got about 100 fish to clean, and we're gonna break in this new sweet fish cleaning station. Let's do it. Next, you just gotta make a conveyor belt.
Yeah, I guess so.
It just pulls the fish out of the big water.
There's one with bro. Small fish.
Butchered damn near every gill I've cleaned.
Butchered what?
So I've butchered damn near every gill I've cleaned.
Really?
Yeah.
What's up with that? Just knife too
It's
aggressive?
yeah, I'm trying to be careful with it. Like the Shelleys I'm not having a problem with, but maybe because they're more girthy. Probably salvage them, but I don't care. Enough to deal with.
You know, ain't that big a deal to worry about.
Nope. First thing I might recommend for a modification,
Yeah,
give me one of them.
that ain't no problem. All I gotta do is run a T in that line and put one over there.
Otherwise I gotta reach over you, and that's not too ideal. But.
Well, I didn't want to put it right in the middle. I thought about putting it in the middle, but then something was in the way there where it wouldn't have worked out. So,
I think having two would be cool.
yeah.
Did you change batteries or are you still on that one?
No. Still on the same one.
Alright, alright, alright. Boom.